So let's start with what you saw. You saw Raja get in the ring as part of a wrestling angle that was scripted and planned. You see Raja come in with his wits about him, waits for the right moment, picks up a double leg just as it was planned. And he's doing this with Psycho Stu, and Psycho Stu is letting it play perfectly. Raja then turns him around so that when he brings him down, it's right in the center of the ring, which appears to be very clearly what they agreed and had planned to do. Now, the landing is not great. When Raja brings Psycho Stu down, it's not great. And Stu lands in a way and he hits the back of his head. And he looks as though he perhaps...
Chael Sonnen is the crown prince of babbling for extended periods of time to come around eventually to a doo-doo diarrhea take on all things MMA. And this week he has... Chael.
Before we
excuse me.
Excuse
me, I was talking. Can I get a word in, please? Chael? Okay. You done? All right. As I was saying, this week he has graced us with quite possibly the worst take to ever escape his lips regarding the whole Raja Jackson Psycho Stu debacle. Now, there isn't a single vertebrate who hasn't heard of this story, and I'm pretty sure plenty of the invertebrates out there have probably heard tell of it too. But in case you haven't, Rampage Jackson's son, Raja, is facing heavy jail time after entering a wrestling ring, picking up this guy, Psycho Stu, slamming him onto the back of his head, knocking him unconscious, and then bludgeoning him with around 20 goddamn ground and pound strikes. It is one of the most gratuitous things I've ever seen in a cage or ring. This guy is a wrestler, not a fighter. Even in the UFC, the ref wouldn't let that shit go on for half as long as it did. The reason for this happening, you may ask? Well, it's because Raja Jackson is a big, dumb, smelly diaper baby who was baited by his audience into getting revenge on Stu after this happened.
Psycho Stu. Worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, hey, I think that's a little...
Oh, you don't sell it?
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up.
Good, dude.
So Stu thinks Raja is a fellow wrestler, tries to sell things by smashing a bottle on his head, which, yeah, fair enough, he probably should have clarified first before doing that, but then realizes the mistake, apologizes profusely, and the two make up. So how we got from that to this is certainly befuddling. Raja was supposed to go in there and pretend to get his own back, maybe get one real shot in, but instead he got so riled up that he damn near beat this man to death on stream. Anyways, that's all the backstory that I'm sure all of you know back to front. When you see this situation, one can only really reasonably come to the conclusion that Raja Jackson is a big dumb diaper baby bitch who lost his wits and launched into a bloodthirsty attack and deserves whatever legal ramifications fall on him. And I should also clarify that Psycho Stu is conscious and in recovery, so thank God. I hope he can get out of the hospital bed soon. But yeah, there's no gray area here. There's no nuance. I don't care how ill-informed he was going in. I don't care how heated it got for a second. They made up way beforehand. Raja Jackson is a grown-ass man and shouldn't be treated like he just took things too far and got ahead of himself. He didn't know what he was doing. No, every bit of that was intentional, and he hasn't even apologized as far as I'm aware. The only reason you'd come out of this with a different take is if you're biased or trying to be a contrarian for contrarian's sake. And with that, we get to Chael P. Sonnen. Oh, come on, Chael, please let me speak, please. Chael, that's enough, man, please. Chael Sonnen decided to come out and give his 2 cents on the situation. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, based on what I've already shown, that it is the most absurd example of mental gymnastics that I've ever seen. Instead of just describing the way this played out, Raja gets in the ring, picks up Stu, intentionally slams him hard, and then goes hard, landing nasty shots on his unconscious face. No, instead, this is how he tells it.
Now, the landing is not great. When Raja brings Psycho Stu down, it's not great. And Stu lands in a way and he hits the back of his head. And he looks as though he perhaps lost a level of consciousness right then. All right. Either way, this is what happened. And either way, Rajah Jackson, from my vantage point, is working out the spot the way it was planned. Rajah then follows up with the right hand. Then he switches and follows up with the left hand. Now, these were hard shots. However, and again, I'm giving you my perception, but I watched this thing 20 times before I made this video to you guys. While they were very stiff shots, not what we would call a working shot, it did not appear that Rajah had lost his temper.
Didn't appear to lose his temper?
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro.
Ah, yes. Excellent observation, Chael. This right here is the very definition of cool, calm, and collected. All according to plan. Rajah just got a little confused and carried away, that's all. Given that Chael starts this video by claiming that he knows Rajah personally and has always considered him calm and polite, it really foreshadows how nothing he's about to spew for the next 12 minutes is going to be unbiased or straight to the point. Sonnen's anecdotal cadence is all cute and fun when he's making prediction videos or whatever, but with this topic in particular, it's pretty grating. It's pretty aggravating to listen to because he takes 7 years to get to the point, and the point he's getting to doesn't make any sense. The long and short of it is, Rajah is his friend, and he can't fathom his friend being kind of a scumbag. So he dances around the events of this stream to try and exonerate him, and in the process gives us a bunch of word coleslaw. He then provides some astute insight into the events leading up to the incident.
Like, he's going to have an ego like anybody and not going to want that to happen, but he didn't really blow up or react. The guys told him, hey, look, get even with him in the ring. Now, that is wildly open to interpretation what that means.
Wildly up to interpretation, huh? You know, I'm quite certain that none of them were hinting that he should get in there and rearrange Stu's facial features to the point of being sent to the ICU. Sure, they didn't give him exact instructions, but I'm not sure where the confusion would come from. Rajah was not confused. He was not misled. He wanted to hurt this guy because he got embarrassed. And to round off this horrible take, he goes on to say this.
If Stu was to come out, it would effectively end his time in professional wrestling. Back in the territory days, there was a number of bookers that would tell the boys, you know, everybody's got a camera now. You got it right on your phone. But it didn't used to be that way back then. And these guys would go out to the taverns, and the promoter and booker would tell them openly, you can go out and you can go to the local bars. If any of you get beat up in a fight at a local bar, you're fired. Like if any of you break the character that you're not real badasses, even to a bar full of 30 or less people, that's 30 or less people that I don't need to know that you're not actual badasses.
Chael, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't he press charges? Why wouldn't he? If Rajah came in the ring with a crowbar and beat him with that, should he have not pressed charges then? What if he brought a pair of pit bulls in and strapped a ribeye to the side of Stu's neck? Should he press charges then? Or would that tank his career because it's lame and gay? What are you talking about? So yeah, that video sucked and everyone dragged him for it, and to further fan the flame, he released a follow-up video whining that everyone's mad at him all of a sudden.
Social media following, but it's known for that. Other people will tell me like how envious they are. How you guys always back me. How you realize I'm the linear champion. How you realize I'm the one that retired John Jones. That I'm the one that ripped his toe off. And I gotta tell you, I got lit up. I got lit up last night. I got challenged. I got called the F word. Not the one that
oh my
ends in
god,
an
get
R.
to it,
I got
man.
called the other F's on video. The police are in possession of the video. And they have not made an arrest. That is the talking point.
Okay, so because the cops haven't arrested him yet, that clears him of any wrongdoing?
We're discussing it from a standpoint, okay? And you always have to remind people of this. You do not get to go arrest Al Pacino for selling cocaine and chopping people up with machetes because you just watched an episode of Scarface. You don't get to decide as the viewer where the show ends and real life begins because you're so skilled and talented.
I can't listen to this anymore. What is he even saying? Is he saying that we're all misinformed? Or we're stupid? Are we stupid, Chael? You're saying we didn't witness him very intentionally and angrily beat this man within an inch of his life? Tell me what I'm missing here. Well, according to Sonnen, what we're missing is Raja did nothing wrong because he was inexperienced on how to sell these shots, and he hasn't been placed in cuffs yet, so it's all good, I guess. Chael Sonnen needs to stop talking. He needs to stop strumming his vocal cords. We need to find a cork big enough to put in Chael's mouth and shut him up. This is the dog shittiest take I've ever heard from him, and it's not even close.